draft. It's coming up soon in Minnesota in June, and what will be an exciting draft, one that has a little bit more normalcy in the sense that teams now have a foundation to build off of, and now that strategy of, will it be a need base? Will it still very much be, let's select the best player available? It'll be interesting to see how each team goes about making their selection.
Well, exactly. You know, when you start with a blank slate, that's exactly what it is. So you formulate a roster that you think will create an identity for your team. Well, now you have an idea of what that identity is as you head into the playoffs, or whether or not your season is done like New York right now. So when you look at that, you can say, listen, we felt like we needed more defense, or maybe perhaps we didn't think we were quick enough, or perhaps we didn't think we had enough offensive flair. So the question for me is the interesting part and the exciting part is, what are these GMs going to do, right? Are they going to pick by position, or are they going to pick for what they think is the best available player at the time? It's going to be really exciting.
And you think of the talent on the board and what these general managers will have a chance to select from. You talk about that first overall pick. Last year we saw Taylor Heisey, first player ever drafted from the PWHL. Now we look at some of the hot commodities, if you will, for the upcoming draft. Sarah Fillier, of course. You think of what it could mean to her to play for New York, being a Princeton graduate, very much a favored first overall pick.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you know that she can go left to right, and you know how dynamic she is with the puck. She's a finesse player, but you got a little more size with someone like Serdachny. She can shield the puck. You know that she's going to play a gritty game. She's not afraid to get to the paint, and you got someone like Kayla Barnes. Listen, if you're looking for a strong one-on-one defender who plays with grit, that shutdowns at the blue line, that can dive down the wall on the offensive blue line and make things happen, and knows who's on the ice because she's got the pedigree, the winning pedigree to go alongside it, you're going to go for someone like her. We haven't even talked about some of the European players that are coming in, like Savalainen, that's one, Nura Toulouse, and the list goes on and on. But, you know, when you talk about someone like Fillier, it depends, right? We all think that she's going to go overall, but the reality is, what are these GMs in need of? What are they looking for?
And I still think, in my opinion, getting that top elite defender is just such a critical piece.
You're talking to the choir.
I know,
here.
we value you. You're such a critical piece to a winning team. So I think see someone like Kayla Barnes, and if I'm a general manager, my goodness, I would jump at that. Rania Savalainen and Daniela Pecheva of Czechia as well. Now that's an exciting young defender. The talent is endless.
And it's a different game in terms of the physical element that's associated with it. So you might be looking for a little more size, someone that you know is going to play a physical game. You know, Spooner is someone that is really effective in this game. Why? She gets to the middle of the ice. So it depends what you're looking for, but certainly it's going to be exciting. It is a puzzle. It really is a puzzle, and I think it's a masterpiece of art when you think of all the different players that are coming into the fold from the NCAA and from U-Sport as well.
Well, and that's the thing. We talk about the European players. We talk a lot about the NCAA, but U-Sport as well. We've seen great success stories here. Jay Dowling-Landry really jumps off the page for me, what we've seen her do in New York. And, of course, the Concordia Stingers, just an incredible program, what they've done with head coach Julie Chu, Caroline Ouellette. You have to think the talent coming out of a program like this will be exciting and will translate to PWHL hockey.
Well, and it's really important for the players that are watching in the PWHL that they recognize that there's opportunity outside of the NCAA. I played at Wilfrid Laurier University. You know, Vicky Sanahara, of course, is at the University of Toronto, and she is just a gifted mind. And Rachel Flanagan, who is the head coach of Guelph University for a number of years as well, who has also been part of the national team program. So you're looking at different areas and opportunities that can come into the fold, but you also know that we have just seen an unbelievable year. Brian Burke said it, and then this inaugural season, it has exceeded expectations. So keep buying your tickets, because guess what? Stay on the edge of your seat, because with the talent pool that is coming into this league from North America and Europe, it is just continue to skyrocket.
And you look at the youth sport right now and how it's continuing to grow. They've altered some of the entry-level scholarship opportunities for athletes. So if you meet that university entrance level requirement, you can qualify for scholarship money. That has since changed, so it'll be a new dynamic going into next season for youth sports athletes. So certainly something to keep in mind when you look at scholarship and funding that can be available for athletes. Well, we've had an incredible game.